screeching, solid between a screech and a whistle. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. And I heard a screeching, solid between a screech and a whistle. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monks, let's a funk flow. Someone's fucking jump, yo, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks out, feeling funky.
This a fire. Barbecue. This a fire. Barbecue. This a fire. Barbecue.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom.
I'll serve your ass like John McEnroe. If your girl steps up, I'm smacking the hoe. Word to your moms, I came to drop bombs. I got more rhymes than the Bible's got psalms. And just like the prodigal son, I
This a
return.
fire.
Anyone stepping on me,
Barbecue.
you'll get burned. 'Cause I got lyrics, but you ain't
This a
got mine.
fire.
If you come to battle, bring a shotgun.
Barbecue.
But if you do, you're a fool, 'cause I do to the death. Trying to step to me, you take your last breath. I got the skill, come get your fill. 'Cause when I shoot the gift, I shoot the kill. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around,
This a fire.
jump around,
Barbecue.
jump around.
This a fire.
Jump up and get down.
Barbecue.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I heard a boom. Must what's it, a meteorite coming out of space or something?
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you guys doing? The walls.
Órale, vatos. I missed you guys. It's been so long. I feel like these like weekly, once a week, are so far away from each other.
Yeah,
Where I'm
that
like,
is
where do I
true.
get my fix? Where do I get my fix of the big Q and the big H?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, you can watch any one of my many standalone videos that people can find online. Well, look at you. You got the supplement king now. You rearranged back there now. You got your supplements everywhere.
Yeah,
You got them
ready to
behind
go.
you, in front of you.
Some of them dropped off here. I need every last bit of supplementation. My body is like feeling like it has just been exploded and IED'd in like Baghdad, Iraq, after doing one round of boxing training. I am done. I am so weak. I'm so pathetic. I am so.
Boxing training will really teach you where your cardio's at.
Yeah, it's obviously really building up your confidence.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing like, I like kickboxing. I like delving. I haven't done it in a while, but I got this like spasm and it's like right here. And I'm like, why does it have to be right here?
It's like on your
And it's like,
sciatic
every time
nerve.
I walk, I started to like literally switch stances because like I just couldn't bear. And it's just a literal pain in my ass. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, why is that one muscle there?
Yeah, well,
like,
it's on
what
your
is wrong
sciatic
with me?
nerve. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, and
Is it
that's
really?
Sciatic issues are a serious pain.
dude.
It
I
hurts a
had
lot.
I had a sciatic nerve issue last summer, and I still can't feel my thumb.
Wow.
Like,
Man.
Yeah, I
It
get
took-
weird stuff like that all the time. Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't feel this limb. I can't feel that limb. It's
Well,
like,
it's when it first happened. Every time I sat up, I stood up from sitting down, my entire right arm would go numb. And now it's just down on the tip, and it's all. I went to the doctor, and he's like, "It's your sciatic nerve." I'm like, "What can I do?" She's like, "Nothing." Like,
ugh.
I've been getting massages like every week, and it's getting a little better, but like it's so crazy. Like, just always. And I was like, oh, I was obviously worried. Like, if part of your body goes numb and you're a fat, you're like, oh, this isn't good.
I'm
Things are
dying.
falling apart over here.
Yeah, and then like, so I went in, and she's like, no, you're good. It's just, sciatic nerve issue, and I don't even know how I did it or like whatever. It just I woke up one day and I was like, oh, this is an issue. But yeah, good luck with that.
The older you get, man, it's just everything just starts to break down, and it's not fun and not pleasant. But literally, like after the first round of training, I literally woke up. I was like, "What's wrong with me? Why am I dead? Every part of my body is like in pain and inflamed." And I'm like, "Good. I need all my supplementation, right? I need extra."
Yeah.
So, but you know, hey, move it or lose it, right? So
Yeah,
I think I'm going to continue doing this, and I think eventually I'm probably going to be in some kind of like stupid celebrity
full body
boxing,
cast. Oh,
like D level.
I like to have a goal. Like
boxing
this
match.
is for celebrity boxing. Here we go.
Hey, I'll do it.
Excuse me. Celebritard boxing.
Yeah.
D level. Even if that boxing.
Who would you fight? Let's see. It's got to be someone relatively close to your size. So it'd have to be like, Hassan's too big. Destiny's too small.
Destiny's not that small. I remember meeting him, and he was, not that small.
But he doesn't have any mass. He's like, he's probably like he's like 140, something like that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to fight him. It wouldn't be fair.
I know.
like
I think
Sheamus,
Anomaly boxes. I know Sneeko boxes. I know.
Sneeko has been boxing a long time. That might be.
Jeremy doesn't recommend.
He's smaller too. He's like 6'2", 6'3", and then what's his name? Alex Stein boxes, but he's a big boy.
Stein's
but
big.
I like challenges.
Yeah.
Listen, I like challenges. So I like. I'm
Sheamus. Sheamus would be okay, maybe.
Oh.
I don't think he boxes, but I think height-wise, you guys are a good match.
There would be a bloody mist if me and Sheamus are in the same ring. There would be like R.I.P. I'm sorry, Spoon Thief. You do not stand a chance. It's just going to be just blood mist everywhere, and it's like, why did you do that?
I hope he hears this because this is a pretty serious attack on Sheamus already.
If it's Sheamus, it's game over. Like game.
Sheamus, he's calling you out. Clip it and get it to Sheamus.
Yeah, somebody tell Sheamus.
Yeah,
he's done. He's finished for it. It's just going to be. I would feel sorry for the whooping I would.
Maybe we can make this happen, Hannah, because I think Sheamus is like guest hosting Timcast. So maybe we can get like I would love to fight Elad, but he's way too small. Like if he got obese,
he's lengthy. He's pretty tall.
Yeah, but he's like,
The thing is, nobody's as tall as Jeremy, or at least nobody I can think of right now.
Well, Shane's. How tall is Shane?
Shane's over 6 feet.
Yeah.
Shane's my height, my size about.
Shane might be a good matchup too. The problem I ran into is like when I went out and like I did one night of boxing training with Sam Hyde. The first night, the next day, my entire chest and arms were all like I took pictures, like my entire arms were all bruised just from like getting used to like blocking punches, and that was
Sam
the thing.
Hyde would be a good competitor. Hassan would be a good competitor against you.
Sam would, against me.
Alex Stein is up there. He's a big boy.
Stein, he's not. I'd have to.
Stein would be so funny.
I'd have to
Stein's
continue
like
to aggressively lose.
If there was a middle between me and you, Stein is there.
Yeah, I think Sam would kill me. I mean, quite easily. It'd have to be another out of shape guy. That's why, like, when I've been way better shape than that.
What about one of the guys that Alex Jones mixes you up with?
Oh, Salty Cracker. He's very thin. Nerdrotic is old. He's like 60. I think. Well, the problem is like that review tech guy called me out, and then like quietly, I was like, trying to figure out, like I know he's a big guy, but I'm like, how tall are you? He's
Serge,
like 5'10". I'm like,
you could help. I think Serge is like your height and
Serge?
About your weight. So you versus Serge.
All right.
Me versus Elad.
Okay. Hannah Claire versus what's the girl on there?
Mary Morgan.
Mary Morgan.
I'm way taller than Mary. That's not
girl
fair.
versus Ghost girl. But she's a little bit thicker, so you guys are about the same size.
Yeah,
right?
I think we can make this happen.
She's like a little Casper the Ghost. I think
Melody Mac versus Tim.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think Melody versus Tim would be.
I think they have the same amount of rage inside of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The range
Yeah.
they have is about equal, so it would be.
It could be
like-
just a bloodbath, both directions.
But we should ask the chat. Chat, who should we fight? Who
Yeah.
should each of us respectively fight in a celebritard?
Yeah, Dark Side
or
Phil.
no?
I'm not trying to uplift anyone. It'd have to be somebody at like our same level. So like the
Both height and notoriety wise.
yeah.
Yeah, it has to be old.
Oh, maybe I could fight Dvory. What's his name?
Darkins?
Yeah, fight him for the noon
He's
time
not that
slot.
big.
Stop! If you fought for a time slot on the Rumble lineup, that's my favorite. Rumble, we have $1 million idea.
Yeah, fight for time slot.
Everyone
Listen,
should have
I'll
to
do
fight
2 for
time
1.
slot.
I'll do me versus Elad and Sheamus.
Well,
2 on
yeah,
1.
that's like the would you rather fight 1 6-foot tall man or 6 1-foot tall men? Like I think Crowder is probably he's in excellent physical condition. He's probably the closest height wise to me.
He had heart surgery though, so I doubt he's going to be doing.
I don't know if he'd get cleared. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him to ref though. I feel like he'd be a good overseer of this situation.
He'd be the guy in the middle, like with the hanging mic. Let's get it on, and then well, maybe Alex. Maybe I'd go for Alex. He's looking a little. He's looking like he's letting himself go a little bit.
But Alex Jones has a bunch of crazy walk.
You fought Alex Jones, also $1 million fight.
Well,
Alex will bite your ear, your nose.
I know he
your
will.
neck.
I want
He'll,
drug
like-
testing before that fight too.
Yeah,
Like
he'll like hump you. He'll go crazy.
I saw him going push up for push up with Russell the other day. I thought that he did pretty good.
Russell quit and started humping him.
Yeah, right. I think, but Alex was not doing full extension. Alex was doing like baby
Whatever.
push-ups.
It's still impressive for his age to be doing.
He's
that.
incredible shape. He's in incredible shape. Yeah. So that we'll set it up. Rumble. Melanie could fight Viva probably.
I feel like Viva wouldn't fight anybody.
Yeah.
Like, guys, what about the llamas? We got to talk about this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a guy.
Yeah.
He also is commentating and or refereeing.
Yeah, he could be in the referee. I think Jeremy versus Crowder, Luke versus Tim. Luke's a lot bigger than Tim. I think that I would probably be more fair if it was Melanie versus Tim.
But I think me and Tim are around the same weight, though. I would take the Tim fight. Me versus Tim would be pretty epic.
Luke
That
beat
would be-
him.
Oh
We
my
fight-
god!
We
And I'll
fight
get you
verbally.
I would
the
get you
time?
trained by Sam. I would be like, go to Sam. Like I would pay for you to go to Rhode Island and trade with Sam for like a week, and just get content because he
I
will
wanna
bring
take
out
it
the
slow.
he brings out
I'm
the
doing
animal in
one-
you.
Yeah, I'm doing one high intensity like boxing workout a week. I'm gonna do that for like 6
It's
months.
good just for keeping your cardio. Like I have I have a punching bag downstairs, and I hit that at least once a week, and I have the boxing timer in there, and I use the boxing timer to like.
Yeah, but
just
listen,
time
I'll
it.
take Tim, I'll take Elad, I'll take Sheamus, I'll take all of them.
So far, it's Jeremy v. no one and Luke versus everybody.
I love this fight. Yeah, the let's see. Jay Bliss says Denny, Luke Cox. Wait, deny Luke Cox and Dix a couple of weeks to the month. Wait, a couple of weeks to a month, and then everyone better watch out. Oh yeah, you can't spill any seed as you're getting ready for
How
the fight
dare you.
either. Yeah,
I don't believe in
have
that.
You have to. I don't believe in it. I believe more in the eating and drinking and stuff like that. Like I feel like I don't get any more aggressive, but there is some science to it. Like your testosterone does go up
Within a few days.
Yeah,
But
within
then
a few
after a
days.
certain time, it starts to go down.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're celibate long enough.
yeah. I'm not sure. I'd be worried too much about that. Bubble the Love
But then
Sponge is
infertility
on Rumble.
happens. If you don't
Yeah.
lose, if you don't use it, you lose it. You know.
Right. Yeah. Wait, Jeremy Cavery. No, I was literally reading that super chat word for word. It says deny Luke Cox and Dix for a couple of weeks to a month,
How
and then
dare
everyone
you.
better
I hope
watch
people
out.
start high dollar super chatting just nonsense so people think you can't read. That would be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. So the walls are finally closing in. They've got them now, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
High
Anytime
level leaks now implicate Donald Trump in absolutely nothing. the Democrats are running with this because they're trying to turn the page from their disastrous lockdown. There's just simply no denying that. Is there things in these emails we're talking about? Yes. Yeah. Is there anything in terms of like Donald Trump? No. Like there is an email that says, something like, well, Donald Trump is the dog that didn't bark or something like that, which is, without the context, is kind of a spicy thing to have said about you from Jeffrey Epstein. But Ghislaine Maxwell specifically said 3 months ago in a recorded interview, Donald Trump never did anything. And then they tried to connect him with an Epstein victim, but it turns out it was Virginia Giuffre, who he had met with about stuff. It wasn't.
Wait, what? So they're he associated with someone as he met with to talk about what happened with Epstein?
That's how I understand it, Luke.
That's implicating a detective as he interviews a victim.
So there's a lot of emails here, and the corporate media is running with one of them where there's a victim name here, and that victim was Virginia Giuffre. Virginia Giuffre testified multiple times that she does not believe Trump did anything wrong. Trump hired her at Mar-a-Lago, and Trump openly came out a few months ago and said he mainly cut off his relationship with Epstein because he poached his employees. One of the employees that he poached was Virginia Roberts. Now, redacting the name of the victim and not bringing people to the perspective of, hey, she actually exonerated Trump is something that the New York Times is really doing a nasty part when it comes to trying just to slander Donald Trump. There's also Marie Comey and Trump's own DOJ under Bill Barr that went to Epstein and said, implicate Trump and we'll let you walk free. He didn't give them anything. Now, Ghislaine Maxwell also exonerated Trump, but at the same time, she also got a cushy promotion right afterwards to Fed prison that allows her to play with puppies and be mainly free now.
Yeah,
out of
you
a
could
weird
make
kind of circumstance. Now,
you could make that argument. Yeah.
Now, there are other emails that are very big, especially when it comes to these new emails that highlight an Israeli intelligence officer that lived with Epstein. They brokered peace deals and negotiations and security deals with African countries, with Asian countries on behalf of Israel, which Epstein was doing. That's some of the biggest revelations out there that I think are worth talking about, since there are so many high-level, powerful people implicated here. Now, the two major attacks against Trump, there's also a third email that allegedly came out talking about how Trump was kind of always looking at the girls and always interested in women. And
of course
that's nothing
he was.
New. Yeah. And that of course is true.
Yeah. The also, so I thought what's interesting is this Michael Malice tweet where he's like, something truly bizarre is happening. The AP released a piece about the Epstein emails that dropped, but the writer does everything in their power to exonerate Trump from implications. I've never seen that before from a corporate press article. It's I think ultimately, I go back to Occam's razor. I'm going to get Hannah Claire's take on this too, but Occam's razor is that the Democrats literally fabricated the Piss dossier, the Steele dossier, to try and derail Trump. They bent the law in order to get him. Am I supposed to believe that the Democrats had the silver bullet and that Trump was implicated in the Epstein files for the last 12 fucking years and they didn't release it? No. If they had anything about Trump diddling kids or being sexually abusive to these girls, we would already know that. That alone proves they have nothing on Trump, because the Democrats would have been willing to bury plenty of their own to prevent him from winning the presidency, not just in 2016, but in 2020 and in 2024. And they never released anything. That tells me, that tells me they don't have anything. That's how I'm operating. But I do agree with Luke, and we're going to look at some of the names named here. There are other names worth discussing. I don't know if you saw the emails, Hannah Claire. The one does where he's Trump's the dog that didn't bark. And then Ghislaine wrote back and was like, oh, I was wondering. But I mean, Virginia Giuffre said that Trump couldn't have been friendlier. And she had every reason. She was one of the few Epstein victims that was out talking about it. She had no reason to protect Trump. None.
Right. I think one of the challenges is that actually this is not all about Donald Trump. Like, yes, he's the current president and he was influential and in New York, etc. So the interest in Democrats and having some sort of damning email come out that's like, here's all the stuff we've been saying. I agree with you much more. Like, it's more likely that if they had it, they would have released it as soon as they could have. They wouldn't have waited. And I think in some ways, trying to spin it to be all about Trump obviously is a backhanded way of protecting Democrats, Democratic supporters, allies, donors, etc., who might have been more obviously and concretely involved with Jeffrey Epstein and the terrible things that he was doing. It doesn't seem like this is some sort of win. In some ways, you know, there was all of the talk about the congresswoman from Arizona who won her seat in a special election but couldn't get sworn in until House reconvened. I know that was at one point being spun as like, that's because Republicans are trying to block the emails from coming out because they could hurt Trump. But, you know, I think more than anything, this is to try and redirect the narrative and also continue to say that Epstein is a problem for Trump in hopes that conservatives will stop talking about it.
One of the things,
well,
Luke,
no one's going to stop talking about this, but because Trump kind of made it an issue for himself, right? The way that they covered and treated this entire situation implicates themselves, and they handled it in what I would say the poorest PR way imaginable. Yeah. And therefore, this is why he kind of wrote, and this is what I said from the very beginning, Trump is giving a blank check for the Democrats to attack him with this all the way up until the midterms. And there was a lot of people coming forward and being like, yeah, this government shutdown probably maybe is because of this discharge petition by Massey, who just announced that it's going forward. It probably will pass. These emails that came out weren't from the discharge petition. It was because members of Congress went to the Epstein estate and they said, give us your emails. They did. Now they're releasing them. And there's a lot of big explosive things in them. And again, saying that he spent time with Virginia Giuffre, who exonerated him, isn't the strongest, isn't the most honest thing to do, especially when you take away her name and you try to make it look like it's bigger than that.
That's
so
what
you
I was going to
call that out.
That's what I was going to ask you about, Luke. So I think also very telling is that when they released the emails, they redacted her name and called her victim. And then the White House immediately came out and named her. So like, that is a bad look for the Democrats. Yeah. Like, they're like, no, you tried to imply that it was some new bombshell name. Right. Wrong. It was, not only was it somebody who's already been known, but it's somebody who's been on the record and said Donald Trump was nothing but kind to her and he was not, you know, had never had anything bad to say about him when she had no reason to protect him. Right. Yeah. It was like, I did a video on this and I didn't release it because I wanted to re-record it after I heard kind of what Luke had to say. Because like, I was looking at this, I kept looking at it. I'm like, this is nothing. This is a nothing burger. They specifically put victim in here because if they would have put Virginia Giuffre in here, everyone would have seen it and said, what are you talking about? She said he was good. Like she said that he never did anything, but they purposely obfuscated it to try and smear him. I think
also, like, God rest Virginia's soul. I mean, they never, like, she never gets to be the victim until it's convenient to them.
Right.
Yeah. This is why I said from the very beginning, when Virginia Giuffre came out and said she was hit by a car, I was like, listen, Cash Patel, if you're listening, FBI, if you're listening, go to Australia, put her in protective custody now, get her story now. They didn't do any of that. All right. They didn't do jack-ish. They failed every step of the way here, and they have been in a huge disappointment. Now, in these other emails, it also looks like Epstein had correspondence with Obama's White House counsel. It looks like there was a 2014 meeting with Peter Thiel, Larry Summers, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, the former British Prime Minister, by the way, CIA heads, Jaglin, Mongolian leadership, UAE leadership, Qatari leadership, Leon Black, big banksters, and more. A lot of people are implicated here, especially when it comes to...
Is that the one you sent me? Is that the one you tweeted out where you're like, here are the names being protected?
Yeah. That's one of them. A lot of this stuff is involving a lot of high-profile players around Donald Trump, especially when it comes to the kind of Israeli intelligence, clear connections here that are pretty glaring, as a lot of people are saying right now, that is becoming more evident that the Epstein connections with Israel are very extensive. Tucker Carlson talked about this, and they're like, "You're a conspiracy theorist." 6 months ago at the SAS meeting, when
he had a spy stay with him for like 3 weeks, right, or 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk told Tucker Carlson to go max. And then when Tucker Carlson went go max at the SAS conference that I was at, he specifically talked about how the Epstein operation was an Israeli blackmail operation of American politicians. That's what was one of the main things that he said there. So clear connections. It's no longer speculation. We're talking about spies. We're talking about brokering deals, working backdoor channels between Russia for the future of Syria. We're talking about advising JP Morgan and Chase about how to handle Chinese markets. Like, what was this guy not doing, as he was also working on anti-gravity tech and having his own offices at Harvard? Like, this guy was everywhere, as well as building up his own security intelligence firms that he was working with Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel, where they were trying to create their own type of Palantir tech surveillance type of company, as he was also helping Israel sell their Israeli tech to countries and organizations in Africa, which is like wild.
That's a lot for just like, that's a lot of business dealings for a guy who,
just likes to play golf and hang out on his beach resort. Yeah. He's just a regular Joe.
Yeah.
He's just a regular guy.
Hobbies,
no
guys.
blackmail.
Don't be crazy.
Yeah.
Look, I already read your blog about this, Santa Clara. There is a lot of Jew stuff.
Blog.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like, all this just looks bad for everyone else. And like, I'm happy to have them. Like, I mean, look, I stand by my blackpilling on the Epstein files. They will drip release these fucking things forever, pardon my French, but there will never be anything in them. Like, I want the freaking 500 hard drives that they confiscated.
The DOJ has hundreds of thousands of documents that they haven't released yet, that this discharge petition could force to be released. There's also the financial records that they haven't released yet, showing Epstein moving over $1 billion, right? So they have those. They have all of that, and they might be forced to release it.
Yeah,
I love optimism. I mean, I would love to see some sort of resolution here and more information. These emails in particular were not damning to me in terms of Donald Trump. There are probably other details that are significant in other ways, and if we get more, that could be true. But I feel like so much of the Epstein debate has become co-opted to be like, well, Donald Trump is bad, and that's why he's even more bad than we said last time. He's extra, extra bad, as opposed to being like human trafficking, child victims. This is why we want the information out there.
Well, yeah. And then even like people are like, Donald Trump's protecting pedos. And it's like, is he though? Like, I still am saying that I'm not very convinced that there is going to ever be anything. Remember, they released the JFK files. Everything they had got released. Wow.
I don't know about that.
Wow, right. But you know what I'm saying.
Around.
You know what I'm saying. Everything they had, TM, got released, and there was nothing in it. The MLK files got released. Nothing. I had some hope for the Epstein files because it's like, well, there's been 70 years for them to destroy evidence of the JFK files or even MLK files. Epstein is somewhat new, somewhat modern. We have a digital footprint. We have hard drives. I would love to just send Luke in there, who has like a very deep knowledge of basically everything that was confiscated, and say like, hey, I want to see, pull out on a table all these CDs, which were video backups and security system backups. Pull it out. Let's see it. I want to go through it because like,
you know, someone very high up at the FBI now promised me that role, right?
Yes, I do know that. Yeah, he's currently fucking not redeeming it. But his country music sensation girlfriend, you better not tweet a joke about her, otherwise it's gonna sue you for $5 million. But remember all the stories about, oh my God, Epstein has 700 cameras in his home, hidden cameras everywhere. It's like, okay, you told me the official TM story is that basically that Epstein trafficked women, but they They don't even really call him a pedo. They don't really like. Is that right?
He was a convicted sex offender. Like he was
like
it's
a
undeniable. And they're
15-year-old.
like the financier.
Yeah, but I mean, like that was for like sex with a 15-year-old. I'm talking about the toddlers.
No team. I don't know what to tell you.
No. I know, but I'm saying like, what about the toddlers? Like, what about the kids that like his private pilot said were on the island? That kind of shit. Like, they've not. If all of this stuff was going on, if he really is just a guy who was pathetic and would pay young women for sex, then release all the security footage from the house that will show me that not happening. Mm-hmm. It was like they couldn't even do remember when they couldn't even do the jail security footage right? Like, yep. That's normal. It's normal to have a minute. Oh, well, wait, here's that minute now. It's like,
I thought it was normal for it not to be there.
And there 3 minutes, and then it wasn't one camera that malfunctioned. It was 6 of them that malfunctioned.
Yeah,
and it's like how do 6 cameras malfunction?
You know that.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's not even his cell door. His cell door is behind this one, where you can't even see it in the view of the camera. Here you go, guys.
Yeah, here you go, guys. Shut up about Epstein already. When the FBI raided, like chat wrote, what kills me is when the FBI raided the New York house and documented all the hardware the first time he was interrogated. Right, like where those cameras were filming somewhere. Like either he didn't keep it and they just overwrote, or he did keep it and use it for blackmail, which we know he did. I mean, Candace Owens know he did. And where's all the blackmail material? Like, I think it's pretty clear that Prince Andrew is the only guy that got screwed over by this. And like, if Prince Andrew, was at least the royal family felt like they'd seen enough to, like, disown him. Yeah, like, then it wasn't just Jeffrey Epstein. It was Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew. And if it wasn't just Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew, who else was it? Yeah. I refuse to believe that Bill Clinton wasn't having sex with those girls. I refuse to believe it. There's
Bill
no
Gates,
way.
Larry Summers, Ehud Barak, Les Wexner. I mean, the names just go on and on and on. There's a lot of big names here that are implicated here. And a lot of people are saying Trump's just trying to protect them. And I'm saying I don't think they deserve protection. And again, it's so frustrating because I remember during the very beginning of this, people were like, you're just hitting on Trump. I'm like, you don't understand. This is the self-destruction of Trump, right? This is something that's not going to go away. And listen, we know the nuanced points and we're able to express them to our audience. Vast majority of the left will see the headline like, oh yeah, look, Trump's implicated, he's guilty. And they'll just choose to believe that. A lot of people in the middle, they'll just choose to believe that because Trump gave them a blank check by acting as weirdly as he has throughout all of this, instead of just keeping the promise, releasing the documents, cleaning slate, and holding people responsible for horrible actions that they committed. And again, it's so sad to see because, again, this is going to be something that's going to be with us. They're talking about the discharge petition vote happening around Thanksgiving now. They're going to force the release. They do have the documents. They haven't released the documents. They might be forced to do so. If they destroy them, that's something that they're going to use to go against Donald Trump once again.
And this is the grand jury indictment documents, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, no, there's a number of documents. So there's the grand jury indictment documents that judges are holding up, right, because of their legal proceedings. But then there's other DOJ documents in the hundreds of thousands that, according to some sources within the White House, they had black out Trump's name from them, right? So that's the accusation.
Here's an email. Michael Wolff and Jeffrey Epstein casually discussing how they could use Trump's proximity to Epstein to casually blackmail him. It says, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. If it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it's possible that when asked, he'll say that Jeffrey is a great guy and had gotten a raw deal as a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. This is an email from Michael. No, who's writing this? This is
from Michael.
So Michael Wolff is the journalist.
Yeah.
So
Jeffrey
Trump and Melania are suing Michael Wolff. Michael Wolff is suing them back.
Epstein says, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Michael Wolff said, I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in the scrum afterwards. This is back in 2015 when Jeffrey Epstein was obviously still alive. Where was this on the timeline of his arrest?
So he was arrested in 2008 and convicted as an S predator.
Yeah,
right?
But he
And
barely,
then-
and he did work release for that. He was out, right, in and out.
Yeah, he had his own private wing of the jail that he allegedly went to back at night after being able to walk around and do what he wanted to with a police escort that was around him as he was bringing small children into his office.
But where was he on Christmas? December 2015. How
Let me
far away
double
was
check the
this?
timeline.
Yeah,
Because this is after, like, 6 months after Trump has announced he's running for president, obviously.
Yeah, right.
2019, he was
when
officially charged.
Okay, so this is 3 years, 4 years ahead, 3.5, 4 years ahead of when he really got the grand jury indictment, and then he was dead by, you think dead in 2019 still, or early 2020?
July 6, 2019, he was arrested. Right.
Okay.
And then shortly afterwards, there was one alleged attempt for him to take his own life. But the story of that doesn't add up. Then he was put in protective custody and then he took himself out.
Yeah, with toilet paper or whatever they say. Yeah,
Paper towels. He used paper towels and totally broke his neck, inconsistent of hanging in a way where many people are like, what in the world's going on here? And then, but again,
multiple cameras malfunctioned.
And then the correction officers just lied about everything that happened there, and then they were just given a slap on the wrist.
Remember all the hilarious memes that summer? Where like fishermen were catching fish and pulling them out of the water, and then they pull a note out of their mouth, and it said Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
It was so such an amazing time. I sold so many Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself shirts because as soon as it happened, I released it right away.
Yeah,
I was like, I was right on it. And then BuzzFeed wrote an article saying, "How dare Luke Rudkowski and We Are Change do this?" And then they took down my T-shirt store. They destroyed my T-shirt store.
Of course,
in the middle of it when they were selling like hotcakes, and I'm like, "You son of a guns! I can't believe you guys did this to me. It was so disgusting, man. It was messed up."
I think it was like a weirdly unifying time for a lot of people. Like people who were apolitical or on both sides were like, "That was not a suicide. Let us talk about it."
It brought the left and the right together. Like we finally had a moment of cohesion of like, yeah, guys, this is weird. Like,
nobody.
I think both major parties then panicked. They're like, we got to get a narrative spun on this, split them back up.
But what is the? I think that this email. So this is from Michael Wolff, who is, you said, a reporter. But he sounds like he's like a Democrat strategist or some shit.
Well, a lot of people are saying through these emails, he was advising Epstein, not interviewing him. He also wrote a book and made a lot of claims. And I think one of the claims he made was he said that Epstein introduced Melania to Trump, and then Trump and Melania are now suing him.
Yeah, because
he's countersuing them, and he came back. He was like, "I'll countersue you. Let's see what we find in discovery."
Yeah,
so that's happening right now.
If anything else, I would argue that this probably also exonerates Trump. Like Michael Wolff is advising him, and all he has is basically, you could use the implication that he was in or around you. Yeah. He didn't say like you could use that he was sleeping with girls or that he had
Trump's
inappropriate
advisors
relationship.
need to be fired, right?
Yeah.
Trump's advisors need to be fired immediately. The handling of this situation, it's leading him to slaughter, right? Whether we like it or not, we could exonerate him for the certain activities, yes. But he's being led to slaughter by his advisors. There's no other way to really see this. And I think a lot of powerful people are being protected. And it's
what do you think is his path forward? Like if you were hired tomorrow as his advisor, what would you advise?
Well, release it all. Just immediately release it all.
Dump it all. Here it is. We made some mistakes. Now we're going to be honest with the American people. Here it all is. Let the chips fall where they may, because it's going to come out regardless. Right.
Yep.
And
I think that he doesn't want to give the press the news cycle.
But he's given it to them for the last year.
I know.
8 months. The last 8 months, he has given it to them on a silver platter. Don't give it to them.
Yeah, they've just been able to implicate him anyway. So, like,
Yeah.
unless he's outright guilty in these documents, which I don't believe he is, you just got to. Can you see this? Garcia said he has 23,000 documents just a few days ago. We actually just received all these emails, a total of 23,000 documents. We're going through them all very carefully. Again, most of it's probably worthless garbage. They're just doing like Control F Trump and trying to find anything tied to Trump. The headline of "we just received" is getting old when it pertains to the Epstein files. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Listen, the discharge petition is going to be big. This discharge petition is something that is going to make, I think, a big rattle, and it's not going to be very convenient for this administration. And we need to understand that. And
well,
he
that's
needs
why
to be ahead of this.
Right. That's why he has to get ahead of it and just drop them. Like, he could take control of the narrative and drop them. And like you said, like, really, he's a lame duck president. To be totally honest with you, he probably will spend the last 2 years of his presidency getting impeached again. Yeah. So you might as well drop him now. Like, I don't think Trump will ever hear that. But if I could tell him anything about in regards to the Epstein files, first, I would actually talk about his ridiculous statements about H1-Bs. Yeah. But like, if I wasn't talking about that, like, brother, you're going to lose the midterms. So get used to getting it fucking impeached every, 6 months for the last 2 years of your presidency and getting that. So just drop them. Just drop them now, because you will not have a chance after next fall.
Yeah, Mike Cernovich released a very important statement today saying, "Yeah, I could defend Trump, but after this H1-B comment, like I don't really feel like it." And there's been a lot of mistakes. 600,000 Chinese students, 50-year mortgages.
What about the universities,
totally
Luke?
Out of touch.
What about the universities?
How will they survive?
How will they survive?
The black universities.
Yeah. What about the black universities?
Chase out all the right-wing Republicans and like literally chase them down the street,
which happened 2 months ago.
People throwing stuff at them and trying to rip them to shreds as they destroy their property and their ability to speak freely on their campus. Do you remember that guy? I forgot his name. He went to the campus. He was like, "I want to talk to you guys." Yeah, and then literally
they blamed him.
All the universities came out, all those kids, and then they started throwing stuff at him, attacking him. Where was Pam Bondi? Where was the FBI? Where was the DOJ talking about the discrimination against white people on this black college campus that discriminated against someone because of their political opinions? There was a student that said a racial slur that I disagreed with and nudged a student that was from Israel.
Yeah.
Frontline Fox News, nonstop headline. We're going to ruin this person. We're going to find this person. Headline news everywhere for a bump and a word. And I disagreed with that behavior, and I didn't like that behavior. But for that behavior to merit a federal investigation, when MAGA students are being chased out for their lives out of universities, and nothing is being done for us, and a little nudge, a nudge and a word, federal investigation, Pam Bondi's on it. It's ridiculous. It is sickening to see how we are just being sold out, and we're not getting anything for it.
Speaking of not getting anything for it, I've got a quick sponsor, and this is a pretty cool product. So the government to make the best choices for your health, the same government that shut down the country during the coup and had some questionable things to say around the jab. No. When it comes to my family's health, I'll make my own decisions. Over 70% of Americans are served by water systems that have fluoride added to the supply. Yes, fluoride. You know, the stuff in toothpaste, which you spit out in the sink. Fluoride, which has been linked to multiple studies to cognitive damage and lower IQ scores in kids. So tell us again why the government wants people drinking this stuff. Luckily, Cove Pure is certified to remove up to 99.9% of impurities using the same technology trusted by hospitals. That includes fluoride, yes, but also all the other garbage you'll find in well water as well. PFAs, fertilizer runoff, pharmaceuticals, you name it. The first thing I noticed with Cove Pure is the taste. Guys, this is how water is supposed to taste. Pure, clean, no aftertaste. I actually want to drink more of it. And it's super easy. No drilling or plumbers, just fill it and press a button. You can choose any temperature you want, hot or cold, and how much you want dispensed. So you're not guessing how much you can drink. Cove Pure helps keep you hydrated with the good stuff. So don't wait for the government to sort out pure water. Do it yourself. Head to covepure.com/quartering and they're giving you guys a special holiday offer of $250 off Cove Pier. So make sure you grab one before the sale ends. And speaking of, why don't you guys let the people know where they can find your individual channels? I assume Luke has been, as he says, splurging out, releasing content about this Epstein files release. Tell the people where they can find you and where your what you got going on.
Yeah, I've been splurging out a lot, and I think it's for the detriment of my channel. Like my channel's negative 730 subscribers for the last 28 days. It would be nice to have some, subscribers. So go check it out. I just released the Epstein video going into the deep dive. I've been talking about this for 15 years, even before it was a known thing for a lot of people. So a lot of deep lore, lots of rabbit holes to go down into. And I think this is an important story that needs to be done right. And we need to get the messaging done right for the future of this country, for the future of this presidency, for its legacy. And we really need to get a grip on this and to handle this correctly, because I fear, this is my fear, that this is going to be something that was far more cataclysmic than a lot of people imagine. Again, youtube.com/wearechange. I go off on many different rants and many different tangents, and I think you might like them. So youtube.com/wearechange. Thanks.
You guys can find my content on Rumble and YouTube. It's Hannah Claire B in both places. I do videos on the news, some cultural analysis. I have a video up talking about a very bizarre surrogacy legal case that's going on in New York. So you can go check that out. I'm
very cool video. Very good video too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
homie.
checked it out. Yeah.
It's Hannah Claire B on Rumble, on YouTube, and I'm also on X. Thank you guys for all your support. And also come back tomorrow for what we can call Estrocast, but it's actually just me and Jeremy because Melanie's not here.
Yeah, that's true. But and all I'll mention is, we're live Monday through Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you will follow on whatever channel you're watching right now, and tune with us daily. Fridays I'm live at 1 Eastern. Also, guys, want to let you know I opened up the pre-orders for our Everybody Loves our Christmas product. There's double the amount of product in this year's advent calendar, and it's different than last year. So there's double the amount of product, same price as last year, I think. And then we also have a regular gift box, and I added this Kona stocking bundle. So it actually comes in a stocking. So you get our Kona coffee, our peppermint bark, our golden coffee scoop. This would be like for a hardcore coffee fan on Christmas. I think people really love it. The link is in the description. I also pinned it in the chat. So if you want to pick it up, there's only 500 available because, well, I have to ship them all. And so we can't do more than that otherwise. And if you don't order now, like I'll tell people, we sold 5,000 Mother's Day gift boxes. We sold like 6,000 or 7,000 holiday gift boxes last year. So they will sell out. So pick that up. I wanted to see, Melanie, I thought, because I heard you were going to Europe soon. So I didn't know if you knew they had this product. In Europe, anti-rape underwear for women has now been developed. Many hope that such protection will never become necessary in Japan. Let's see what we got here. This is so dystopian. I don't know how you keep them up.
Creeping me out with it.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep it up. So you can't cut it. All right. Okay. Oh, there's a lock there, but why couldn't the rapist just? Okay. I mean, he got in there. I mean, I'm not sure that these. I'm not sure that they work as well as. I don't know if this works as well as their. I mean,
are they a diaper too?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's curious they're only showing white women using them. This is where we're at in Europe. Yeah, Brittany Venti. How about allowing women to carry a gun? Yeah, that would probably be better.
No, let's do this instead.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I
released a video. No. Go ahead.
Big anti-rape underwear got her. Oh,
Europe, it's always
complaining
complaining about me.
Yeah.
You realize that I love Brittany Venti's solution because you could, deter someone from coming close to you. You could defend yourself. This is like, if you're under active attack, you might have a chance to maybe not be, assaulted. This is like the last line of defense. It's like, what is the opposite of proactive?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get raped. Make it take him a few more minutes. That's what they're selling here.
So frustrated, he beats your face in,
or he cuts a hole in you and rapes that. Like that. That's, I mean,
with all the knives that they have out there, they'll just use that and cut it open with the knife. Like,
I don't. This is their solution. Now, I don't know. Is this video like AI? I don't know. What's this? This can be fitted and needs removal by a surgeon. Oh yeah, this is like an IED but
with razor blades inside.
With razor blades, yeah. Like that, I think is actually better. Like, yeah, go ahead and rape me, Muhammad. Go ahead. How do you like? Like that's,
I mean, that's a big cylinder to have in you all the time.
I know. Yeah.
But then also the person would have to go to the hospital and get it removed. It's like very clear who did this,
Yeah. I mean, or this one would probably be good. Yeah, that would be good.
A little rusty. That would be a little bit chafing with that
tetanus,
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy that rather than, manage your migrant population or your crime issues, this is Europe's solution.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, maybe it's like AI generated, maybe it's like a spoof. I don't know. But
I'm looking it up right now to verify it.
Can you imagine being a woman in Europe and you're like, wow, I'm really concerned about my safety. There are all these reports and the police don't seem like they're doing anything. And your community solution is we should wear this locking underwear.
Oh, they exist.
I mean, look what's
Guardian,
happening. I'm starting to do shorts again because the YouTube overlords demanded of us.
Yeah,
and
one of the first
videos one of the first video I reacted to was a German woman begging a migrant to leave her alone because he demanded sex from her.
I need satisfaction. I have needs.
Yeah, he was like, I need this. I come first.
Yeah.
And that's how they treat women. And I made a comment in the video being like, this woman probably voted for this and she probably will continue to vote for this. Like, what did you think was going to happen here? And of course, the kind of conversations are never really had. I posted that video in the chat room because it is glaring and it does show you how some of these type of individuals do not have any regard for women, do not have any respect for women. Countries like Poland, the amount of rapes went down dramatically comparatively to the rest of Europe in a huge way. You look at the rape statistics in Poland, they actually went down. All over Western Europe, but they went up. Why is that? What did Poland do different? Can we connect the dots on that one?
Yeah, they didn't.
No, because then we'd all be bigoted and racist, Luke.
Oh, I'll say it. No. They didn't import low IQ, unstoppable brown rape machines. That's what they did. Like they I mean, like, you call them? Yes. I mean, what else would you call it? It's like an all-you-can rape buffet of white women in Europe. They're not raping brown women. Just so we're clear, folks, they're not raping their own race. They're raping white women in these countries, and that's like, I have no problem saying like it is. The statistics back me up. Don't bother yourself. I have needs. My needs are very important. He's speaking German. And she annoys me. He wants to sleep with me. I want to sleep with you too, but I'm first. Could you please leave her alone? Yeah. Yeah, call the police. Well, because in his country, the police would probably force her to have sex with him. Like wherever the fuck this guy's from, I
sent you the statistics. I haven't been able to, personally verify them, but they are being shared around by a lot of people. But I think they're worth looking at specifically with the percentages that are being kind of demonstrated here, because from my experiences and my travels, this does make a lot of sense, especially with the people I talk to in Poland and in Europe myself.
Yeah, I mean, 221% increase in rapes in England. Is it possible that might be related to the unstoppable. Look at France. France has been impacted almost the most by migrants. France is famous now for basically the Eiffel Tower being like a third world country that you have to try and survive to get and see them, to go see it. And the bridges and roads that you have to walk to get to the Eiffel Tower are lined by brown scammers. Like that, they're all are like pickpockets and stuff like that. If you pull up Eiffel Tower scammers, they're full of these people. Luxembourg seems to be down 30%. What a coincidence. Cyprus is down 1%. Bulgaria and Poland down 70% respectively. This is because, I would like to see the U.S. because we're certainly we're importing a lot of these people too. It is because, I would love to see some brave autist overlay this with migrant intake by country too. Like that's what you need on this third column or fourth column, because then that would really drive it home. I'm not saying like white people don't rape people or black people don't rape people in America, but I'm saying that we don't need to import more rapists. Like we have, rape is obviously a horrible crime, and it's disgusting, and I think it should bear the death penalty. But when it's like, yes, white people in England and Wales have raped people before, but I think it's pretty clear to say, like, you're talking about 36 rapes per 100,000, and now it's 117. It's not that your local UK people suddenly started to rape more. It's that you have brought in people that rape at an insanely much higher percentage.
I would argue this is the obvious failure of feminism, right? Like if we're going to have feminism rampant in the West, why don't we apply it everywhere? If you aren't willing to acknowledge that some cultures treat women brutally, and that if you import people or just let them come in with no expectation that they will adopt the culture and uphold your values, then you can't be surprised when things that we wouldn't tolerate amongst our own culture, it comes with it. And again, like,
oh my God, the guy with 4 lions as pets, his lions ate him. What a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally what?
It's laziness, really. It's like wanting to close your eyes and be like, no, but we're doing the right thing, or they're coming from hard times. Like, I think that you are not holistically looking at what you're doing because you have, number one, devalued your own culture, and number two, not taking a hard look at the culture that they are running from.
I didn't think I could have more of a problem with Indians than I did before, but Dinesh D'Souza is really testing me. And I know some people on this panel are friends with him or whatever, so I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but like, I'll speak in more broad generalities here. Like, what do you make? Like, I actually understand why some Indians are like speaking out, because they are getting, as opposed to shitting on the streets, they're not used to getting shit on. And like, there are a lot of people talking about Indians, and like negative statements around H1-Bs are really just negative statements about Indians. So I'm not like totally shocked that some of them would be lashing out. But Dinesh has definitely been like, he's really butthurt about the poop documentary. And like, here he's like, Evan Kilgore, the American dream is dead. No one's coming to save us. There's no fixing decades of damage. So of course, Dinesh says, well, maybe if you could put on a clean shirt and remove your baseball cap artfully worn back to front to show the adjusto strap to full advantage, you might qualify for a well-appearing job in one of these factories that Trump talks about. Like, dude, and you say, Tyler, Dinesh, why do you take such joy in Americans concerned for their future of America as we import more H1-B slaves to replace them? It almost sounds like you want to turn America into India. By the way, shout out Tyler. I didn't know this guy was based. Like, he's just like a regular like YouTuber that goes to like other countries, and he released a documentary on, the poop documentary that the Indians
the village in India that does the poop loving throwing ceremony. I watched all of it. Fascinating documentary. I know he talked about not releasing it because of like doxing and intimidation, that he finally did release it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all of it, and he was being very careful to be very respectful and be like, look, they're very nice to me. I watched all of it. For him to get the amount of hate he got because he simply released that video, and the amount of like pressure campaign that he had to face and censorship also on Twitter, like is extremely worrisome.
Yeah.
Because all he did, because again, there's a lot of different villages that do a lot of different stuff. I remember being in India. I was like, maybe I'll do this trip to this like this rat city, because there's different cities that celebrate different things. One city celebrates rats and they love rats, and rats run around and get fed everywhere. Another one celebrates monkeys and the monkeys like attack people. And then another one just likes cow poop and they really love cow poop. And
but
they
I mean,
cow
like,
poop.
this is what happens when your country has an average IQ of 70. Like,
but no, they need to come here and replace our workers here.
Right. This guy
I'm
needs
really
to come.
curious to see Brandon Gill, Dinesh. He's the congressman who's Dinesh D'Souza's son-in-law. Like, I want him. Like, you're not always responsible for things your relatives say, but in this case, I would like a commentary. I'm curious to see what this Thanksgiving table is like, because it does feel like it's contentious, at least. Hopefully.
Well, when pushed, these people have their mask off moments. Dinesh also was like, look at how successful brown people are in America. It's like, yeah, maybe it's because you live life on easy mode. And by the way, Indians are included in Asian households, which is hilarious. But like, Vivek did the same shit on fucking Christmas Day. Like, brother, like you're an anchor baby who gained his wealth through an IPO scam, if I remember correctly. Some drug that never got released. Like, if you really want to go to war, like, Americans sent somebody to the moon with 0 H1-Bs. All right. I didn't see a single brown guy in those pictures, of the Apollo 11 crew. And you have some of the things in his documentary were pretty hilarious. Like this, this is like.
Tell me how cow urine is used.
Yeah, cow urine is consumed like this. The cow urine. It's called Gomutra. Go is cow, Mutra is the urine.
Gomutra.
Yeah. They sell them in sachets in northern India. They drink it. It's got medicinal value.
What does it do for you?
If you have internal problems, whatever you have, excess of heat.
No, it doesn't do any of that stuff. And there's a guy this guy eats shit to cure cancer.
It's right there.
Eating for a little bit daily, you can eat it.
That's an Indian villager eating fresh cow poop in the remote village of Gumatapura in South India, where the villagers believe cow poop is holy, has purifying and healing properties, and can even decrease the risk of cancer.
Using that cow dung, it heals, gives them prosperity and blessings.
We worship dung as a god, and scientifically it has proven it can clear and it can wash out certain skin diseases also.
Does anyone?
No, it can't. They're just saying stuff. There's a guy later in the video that says it cures cancer. So are you saying that nobody in India has cancer? I mean, if it cured cancer, I would eat it. If it was cow cum,
it's science, according to this one guy. It's science.
Yeah. This later, I'll play that. Yeah, he says
that's just
science.
It gets in their eyes, their mouth, or their nose.
No. It helps your skin. No one has a skin disease. Every home have some cattle.
Can we see?
And they have collected the dung of it.
And this local was kind enough to bring me inside his home and show me something very important he'd been stockpiling. Oh, right here. Okay, it doesn't smell that bad at all. How long did it take to collect all this poop?
5 months, 6 months. It's fresh.
Fresh right there.
You smell it for bad. Scientific taste for eating for little bit.
Scientific
okay,
test.
So this helps the immune system.
Scientific taste for it's for not coming for cancer. You can eat it.
But how does it taste?
But we are playing our bodies. Any other is not can.
And do the kids eat it as well? No, just the men.
We have daily eating.
Okay, you don't do that.
But scientifically, it's can.
But scientifically it can't. But we don't do it.
Yeah.
India was worried about this. I watched this documentary too. I was pretty disappointed in it, to be honest. I was like, I know the kind of shit that goes on in India. Luke could tell you what the kind of shit that happens in India, which means I know he saw it. I know for a fact that this guy saw it and filmed the kind of stuff. India is like an all-you-can-rape buffet. If either one of you, blonde hair, blue eyes, go to India, you're getting groped immediately. You will have Indian guys shoving their hands down your pants. I guarantee you this happened to this guy. And the other stuff with the cow poop, I know that he had to be careful so that it wouldn't get removed off YouTube. But I would have loved to see him hit up oh, we're eating cow dung. He doesn't even debunk it. He's just just moves on. Like what he should do is cow poop contains X, Y, and Z bacteria. It's horrible for you. It causes all sorts of disease. Why would you eat this? But he doesn't
This
even
is how
do
you
that.
die from it. Do not do this at home. Please,
Yeah,
this is bad.
Yeah.
So he was very careful, and he was going out of his way to be like, "Look how nice all the
Yeah, they
Indians
were
are
so
very
nice to me.
But in
Yeah.
reality,
I think that's also probably why he doesn't debunk it, because it's like, I'm just telling you what they say. Like, this is just their culture. I'm not saying it's
In
bad or
reality, when
wrong.
you're
I'm just saying that's
there-
what they say.
you are dealing with a lot of aggressive people, a lot of scammers, and a lot of people endangering your lives in ways that you can't even fathom or imagine. Like a lot of people sell water bottles. They literally take like regular water, which contains poop and other stuff, and then they just use crazy glue and they seal the top of it and they're like, here's some water. And then you drink it and then you get typhoid. My friend got typhoid. And
That's
we're being
normal.
very careful.
Yeah, that's normal though.
And we're being very careful with everything that we're doing. So that's the type of stuff that you have to deal with. That, you know, and again, I met some Indians that were nice and really cool and really awesome. It's not always like that, but when you're there and you're a foreigner, a lot of people see you as someone to take advantage of.
Yeah, and it's culturally like baked in there. My friend married an Indian. Now they're divorced. Good for him. But he would tell me the shit. He was white, and they would go visit her family, and he's like, I mean, go watch the documentary. Who does a better job? Actually, is the guy who's bald and bankrupt. I think his name is.
Yeah.
Like, these people are shitting in their own drinking water, like 10 feet up the river, and they're bathing, and they're like, this is not, and this is everywhere in India. I'm not saying there aren't high IQ Indians, and I'm not saying that there aren't very nice Indians. What I am saying is they're great for India. Let them, like, if they're so great, why does India not have any, like every one of their major rivers is completely polluted with human feces. Like they have no
Why do you
clean
think
drinking
when grandma
water there.
gets scammed, who does she get scammed by usually?
Yeah, Indians.
Who's usually on the other line?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Indians from one particular town. Like we could definitely have my friend Scammer Payback Pierogi on, and he'll tell you all about it. He won't speak ill of Indians, but he will talk about the culture around scamming. Like they don't give a shit. Like this is what they do. But we need to import them because Donald Trump says, like, I know people are saying this is a good transition into this, which I would call a disastrous, like the diehard MAGA people like you're overreacting. I'm like, dude, this was as bad, if not worse, than Vivek. Like this was, he goes here, he's just like, Laura Ingraham. She's like, well, we have people here. He's like, no, you don't. It's like, we don't have street shitters here. We don't have people that eat poop to cure cancer here. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like the lie around H1Bs has been finally debunked. The world has woken up.
He should have been way more careful with his words here, but him coming out against Americans saying no, Americans.
Yeah, here, I'll just play the clip. It's a minute.
People,
we're not. Yeah, I'm not misrepresenting what Donald Trump said. Donald Trump was very sloppy, and he came across as saying, we don't have talented people here. We don't have people who can build missiles here. Bullshit. Yep. Like, I agree that we have been, they sent out somebody, I forget, to try and run cover for him, basically like, well, we can't do it right now, so we need to bring these foreigners in to build this stuff because we've been outsourcing it for the last 30 years. But that's not what Trump said. He said this.
There's never going to be a country like what we have right now.
And does that
the
mean,
Republicans have to talk about it, Laura.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration?
By the way, this is probably her last interview with him.
If you want to raise
Good. She's good at getting some good questions out in this interview.
Yeah.
And she held his feet to the fire, which you got to give credit to because a lot of people don't do that. So she did a good job here.
You can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we
a
have
country
plenty of talented people
no,
here.
You don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here.
No, you don't have. You don't have.
Can I
certain
say
talents
you don't, like, he's not the leader of the country she's talking about. Like, it's the subtlety that's making me like sad. Like, why do this?
Yeah, and good credit for her. Like she pushed back. She's like, what are you talking about? We have people here. You mean to tell me that we have to import millions of 70 IQ Indians because Americans can't? Look, we have stupid people in America too, of course. But like, you get what you incent. And if you want people to build rockets, pay like it. But the real truth of the H1B is that it is legalized slave labor for Silicon Valley. Trump pussied out. He's like, oh, we need to get rid of all these illegals. Well, not the migrants working in the farms. Well, not the hospitality industry. Well, wrong. They have to go too. You know why? Because Hilton can fucking pay a living wage to wash dishes. Hilton can pay. The real reason Hilton needs all their immigrants is because they want to pay them $4.25 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real reason. It's not because they can't find Americans who will fold towels. It's that they can't find Americans who will fold towels for $4 an hour. And it's the same bullshit he said about, I'm like crashing out, but like, it's the same bullshit he said about, the college stuff. Oh my God. Well, some colleges will have to close if we're not importing 600,000 Chinese. Fucking good.
That's fine. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, Trump? Like, he's been completely taken over by the donor class. These last 24 hours, he has sounded completely out of touch.
Mm-hmm.
This is not what MAGA voted for. MAGA voted for getting rid of these people.
And I think that's the concern with how people will line up. I mean, I know there are tons of conservatives, Republicans, whatever, who don't want to break from Trump too much. They know that he's a popular figure, but as he is not going to be president again, securing the future of the MAGA movement is really important. And I don't think MAGA agrees with this statement on H1Bs, on bringing other people in.
Yeah.
It would have been one thing if he had said, look, we've been importing talent for a long time, so we can't just cut off the pipeline. But we do want to invest in American education, and we want all of whatever. We want our beautiful Americans to be building our rockets, or whatever conversation they're having. It would have been one thing. I would have still wanted a more aggressive stance on H1B, but it would have been better than just being like, no, we don't have the talent.
Yeah. I mean, about 70 to 71% of H1Bs come from India. If it was really about having the most talented and the brightest, we would go to the highest IQ places in Europe, like Germany, Poland, maybe. There's a lot of Polish programmers and engineers that you can kind of make.
You're just trying to
make
bring
the argument
America
for.
Poland again.
Listen, I'm Polish and proud. I'm proud of my country. I'm proud of where I was born. I'm proud of my heritage and my culture and my people. And I think we should be able to have that, pride. So yes, I'm gonna talk about it. Palmer Luckey had some very interesting comments to say about this. I'm gonna send it in the private chat. But he came out and talked about how Silicon Valley is just using and abusing this H1B program. And his 14-second kind of concise message about it, as he's in there, really shows you just really what we're dealing with here. As Ron DeSantis even came out and said H1Bs are scams. A lot of people are calling it a scam, and Trump is like, yeah, they're great.
Well,
what?
I'm going to show that, but like India ranks, it's the 143rd ranked country by IQ. 143. They are not smarter than us. They are working for slave labor. That's the truth of it.
Of course, there's so much H1B abuse. You would not believe what I saw when I was in Silicon Valley. It is insane. It's obviously a program to try and replace U.S. workers with basically slave labor that can't ever escape. The H1B abuse is crazy. Of course.
Well, yeah, we all knew this. Like, I think it's good that Palmer said this. I think quietly, what do you think? I think DeSantis is quietly reading the MAGA room, and he's preparing himself for a run, because the last 2 days he's made statements that like he's reading the room. He's like, fuck H1Bs. He's like, oh, you worried about 50-year mortgages? How about abolish property tax? I'm like, oh, fucking yeah, baby. Like, yes, please.
He's calling for it nationally, but he's going to do a vote in Florida.
He's going to run on
next
this
year, which I will be voting for.
Yeah.
It will be on the ballot. And it will destroy property taxes if passed, which would be amazing. And he has the ability to do it because all the people from New York are coming down here.
Yep.
Right?
And he has read the room because ultimately, similarly to Kamala having to answer for the Biden-Harris administration, J.D. Vance, who I know a lot of people want to run, and I think he has a lot of strengths as a candidate.
Well, he can't speak out either right now. Like, to be fair,
Vance has to answer for the Trump-Vance administration. So he has to answer for like, well, did you agree with Trump when he said that we don't have the talent here? How are you going to whatever? Like, and he's pretty charismatic. He might be able to make something work, but it is a more delicate line than someone like DeSantis would have to walk, being like, I just didn't agree with that. I respect the president, but look what we did in Florida.
Yeah. He's going to like, the person that understands MAGA the most right now is the people writing DeSantis's tweets. Like, I still think, I'm not going to forget the, we need to support Ukraine bullshit that DeSantis said. But he could go on a run here for the next 2 years if Trump does more of this nonsense. Like, what if he just came out and said, we're banning H1Bs in Florida?
That'd be hilarious. I would love to see that work out.
Dude, like, I mean, why not? And then when he runs for president, he'll be like, I banned H1Bs. I fucking banned property tax. How you guys like me now? And it'd be like, it'd be hard to compete with that.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to compete with that. Like, I would strongly, like, he would have to disavow his Warhawk takes. But, like,
he would be more Warhawk.
I know.
He has a lot of challenges as a candidate, but if he is able to outweigh, like, if he's able to balance the books, right? All of these things we don't like, but then he's doing a bunch of stuff you do like, he might be able to level the scales enough to outperform another Republican, especially because the legacy of MAGA is what's up for grabs. And the legacy of MAGA involves not just reforming illegal immigration, but also reforming the abuses in our legal immigration system.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he beats JD Vance head to head. I think he should join JD Vance and try to try to go that way, get in that way.
I'm skeptical of all of that. I'm so skeptical of that initiative. I'm more looking at Tulsi RFK Jr. and be like, I like that ticket a little bit better.
That would never be a Republican.
No, come on, that'll never happen.
MTG?
No, God, no. I mean, it is MTG's delusional if she thinks again, we talked about this when you weren't here, but like, there are a lot of reasons to run for president, even if like you're not going to win, and I could see her using this to like build up her cachet again and do stuff, but she's just not, she's too wild. You never really know what's going to come out of her mouth, which I guess it works for Trump, but she's had way more misses than hits. And I like her. I wouldn't even like her on a VP
Trump
ticket.
When he was like a private billionaire specifically, like
Trump just roasted her too. Like he criticized her, maybe because she said she was going to run for president. I don't know what the context was.
There's some tension or whatever. I mean, I think she handled it fine. I think one of the issues was like Trump can be a wild card because he started as like this businessman and he was an outsider. If MGT is a wild card, she's a wild card politician, so nobody knows what to do with her. It's not as likable.
Yeah.
Cassandra McDonald just had a banger of a tweet. She just came out and says, "Can someone in the White House please show Trump the poop throwing festival video?"
yeah. They're throwing poop. I don't want. Let me read some viewer comments quick here, and then I want to give you guys a chance to shout out here. And by the way, Huck Date, he's doing a little better today. He's
Your tweet
sleeping
was
on
pretty
his.
ominous yesterday. I was nervous.
Yeah, he's laying on his bed instead of on the floor next to me, which is a big change. He hasn't done that for over a week. And he went out this morning for his WALK, and he ate really good last night. Like he ate, 3 pounds of meat. So hopefully he is on the mend. We haven't got any results of his blood tests and stuff yet, but we'll see. PJ Strader said, miss seeing you on Mondays, Luke. HCB doesn't shame Jeremy over his weekend decisions the way you do.
That's right.
Fire Hazard said, Trump was awesome the first 100 days. Where did that Trump go? Yeah. D Sage says, Dark Side Phil. Jeremy versus Alex Jones from Straight Edge. Wolfman says, Jeremy versus Crowder. Luke versus Tim. Melanie versus Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh my
HCB
God.
gets the pass because she's a new mom.
Oh, thank you.
The D Damon says, glad you brought Luke back. Luke's always here on Wednesdays. He wasn't gone. I can't afford to pay him to be here both days. Like, it's nothing Luke did. Just being honest with you guys. We missed you, Luke. Now he needs to rehire Melanie Mack. Again, Melonie's
away at leadership camp.
Be nice she's at leadership camp. I had to send her to camp. NJ Mitch says, can't listen today. Look into Yoganda Pittman, current chief of police at UC Berkeley. where the riots were. She, that's what I need to say, was the assistant chief of the Capitol Police on J6 and became acting chief. Oh, the J6 stuff too. We're just going to sweep that under the rug too. Again, I don't know how much a walk matching is evidence, but the FBI didn't even address it. That's concerning. But there's fucking your boy, everyone's favorite, Luke stumped hard for Kash Patel. He's said Kash Patel has been the perfect head of the FBI. And, it's a bonus that he's Indian dating a girl 25 years younger than him from Israel. He endorsed all of that stuff. So he gets what he deserves.
I'm going to sue you, Jeremy.
$5 million.
Yeah, $5 million. Jay Blizzy says, we have to have representation. They need to be their authentic selves. We've been representing people's cultures. Bystander Syndrome says, Quarter found out Trump is cooking the books on CPI inflation during Biden's term. Potato Joe used 10% estimates, read bullshit. In the CPA, Trump has upped that to 40% estimate. Your thoughts? I wouldn't be surprised at all. I think we are in a recession. I've talked about that. Sales show that. Super chats show that. Earnings show that. Coffee sales show that. Everything. The reason I can't afford to pay Luke 2 days a week shows that. Like, we are in a recession. The car repossessions show that. Trump has been cooking the books to try to make things look good. All he ever talks about is the stock market, which is fake and gay. The stock market affects almost nobody. Nobody on this panel even owns stock. I owned stock for a little while, but it made me so anxious and upset all the time that I just couldn't do it. Because I didn't have wealth. So the money that was in there mattered. So when Elon would tweet something and I would lose $6,000, I was like, I can't fucking deal with this. So I just put my money in a high yield savings account, and I'm happy with that. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, I made $600 interest this month. That's awesome. And I don't have to worry about what the fuck people are tweeting. Yes, be careful with big purchases. I'm not a doom and gloomer, but I'm telling you everything I'm seeing. I can tell you YouTube earnings are down 40%. This is supposed to be the best month of the year. And it's basically the same as the last 3 months. I've earned basically the same. How many people
did Amazon lay off right before the holiday
30,000.
30,000.
Yeah, or 12,000. Yeah. UPS laid off tens of thousands. This shit is real, So, the silver lining is, recessions come and go. They are a natural part of the economic cycle. But I suspect it's going to hit pretty hard by the midterms. That's going to be the big issue that sinks the Republicans. A $2,000 stupid check now isn't going to do shit. No one's going to remember that when,
No, they need economic wins that people feel in their paycheck immediately to be successful in the midterms.
Mm-hmm. And a check isn't that.
No.
At least not a check issued six, 7 months.
It's rewarding laziness too.
Yeah, where the fuck is our no tax on tips and no tax on overtime, by the way? He's been in office for a year. Well, where's that?
He could cut payroll, right? Cut payroll taxes. Allow people to hire more people so they could work. That's the move that you make instead of a $2,000 check to deadbeats.
Yeah.
and for what?
Yeah, for what? What is the guy that didn't pay into the system last year getting a $2,000 check do? I tweeted about this. I know it's an unpopular take, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I will not qualify for the $2,000 check, which is fucking bullshit, because I pay in just like everybody else. I've suffered Trump's tariffs just like everybody else. So why shouldn't I get a check? At least I'll use it to reinvest in my business. Instead, you're going to give it to Marquise, who's doing nothing with his life, who's living off EBT and won't vote for you anyway. Of course, everyone that replies, you're fine, you don't need the money. I said, it's not about fucking needing the money. Why shouldn't me and my wife get it? We're paying the tariffs. We're paying more for tariffs than anyone else. Well, not anyone else, but more than anyone else who's getting the check is going to do it. And so this $2,000 check does not make me more likely to like Trump. And I actually vote. And these people the majority of people who are getting this check don't vote. So it's just, sorry, I kind of spurged out there, but like, it's just, I'm very frustrated with Trump.
Yes, if you weren't spurging, that's what
But
people
it's-
come here for.
But Trump is like, I think more people are open to the criticisms of him now, but like, damn, dude, like, where the fuck has like the first 100 days Trump gone? This Trump we got now blows. Like bombing Iran, talking about we need more fucking sand people, like all this bullshit. Like, dude, like, what are you even doing? What happened to America first? Like, oh, we need the fucking Chinese so that we can keep our bullshit universities that are indoctrinating America's youth to hate America. That's what we need. Yeah. This is where we miss Charlie Kirk the most, by the way. Charlie Kirk, I think, was more powerful than we'll ever know behind the scenes. And I just think that Charlie Kirk would have told Trump or the Trump administration, like, what are you doing? All that he has left now are the donor class and the fake MAGA on X, who's like, giving soda SNAP EBT benefits is a good thing, actually. I'm a conservative, maha. Like, that's the only people he has now. Like, losing Charlie Kirk, not only, I think, cost us a 2-term president down the road, but
Charlie was
really
very strong
us.
against H1-B, and he was leading the debate against that. But he was also showing up at the White House being like, do not bomb Iran. Why are we bombing Iran? Do not do that. Trump was personally calling him after the SAS TPUSA meeting, being like, hey, lay off Pam Bondi. Why are you and your speakers attacking Pam Bondi? Stop talking about this. And again, he continued to have those voices. He continued to kind of talk about it. So I saw someone make a post about this saying, I fear that with Charlie gone, the donor class just completely took everything over.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it.
Hopefully there are other people who will rise up, but I'm sure anyone who has the ear of Trump guards it jealously and doesn't want to let anyone else in. Charlie Kirk's interesting because he did evolve on positions over time, H1-B being one of them. He very famously tweeted, every foreign student who graduates from a university should get a green card stapled to their diploma. And I remember at the time people were like, no. But the party and the movement were more mixed. I think we have really crystallized, again, like I said, our stance on the fact that it's not just illegal immigration, but unchecked and abused legal immigration that also needs to be addressed for the future of the nation. And so in that sense, I'm hopeful that there will be other people who have influence over Trump or the administration who develop in their stances and are able to articulate it, because 3 more years of backtracking on H1-B and stuff like that is not going to be good.
Yeah, to give Trump some credit or some hope is like Trump does have a history of saying some wild shit and then backtracking. So like, at least he's not like, well, I said this thing and I got a bunch of feedback, so I'm going to double down. He will listen, but like, I feel like, man, I miss Charlie. Like Charlie would have told Trump, what are you doing? Why are you telling Americans they're too stupid and we need to import poop throwers? Like,
well,
what are you doing?
Always feel like Trump is extremely charismatic. He's persuasive. There are all kinds of great things about him, but I don't know that he's always the best person to explain like technical details in evolving policy. He is a good leader in a lot of ways, but that's why he defers to staff that he trusts. And so in some ways being asked, like, I could see a version where like the Laura Ingraham questions, people are like, that isn't what he meant. And that's true. But it is what is said on record. And that's what the public and commentators and everyone else has to go off of.
Yeah. Mad Max says, maybe this is Trump's cheat day. Kind of like bodybuilders said one day a month, eat 10 ice cream sundaes. Maybe Trump is just saying all the stupid shit all at once. I hope. I'm sure that this blowback has gotten to him. Rolfo says, yeah, go to big, beautiful India your next holiday. We're scamming, swindling, robbing, groping, and raping our national pastimes. What's not to love? Yeah, PJ Straight Ed says, Democrats and Republicans will say Americans are too lazy to work the low-skill labor jobs and now too stupid to work the high-skill ones. It's such a slap in the face. America first for Americans. Yeah, I mean, this is why you're going to see populism even get like you're going to see guys like Nick Fuentes really, really grow now. Like if this is the direction, if this is the direction the administration is going to go, like I'll be standing right next to him. Like there's just no, I'm sick and tired of Americans getting looked over and dying from, opioid overdoses that are brought in by China and fucking Venezuela. I'm just tired of it. I don't give a fuck about other countries. And sorry, I don't give a fuck about Israel either. Like one way or the other. You know, I'm not like a Nick Fuentes fuck Israel guy. I just don't give a fuck about it. I care about America. I would love us to focus on America, not a first, but only. And that should be the new hat. America only. Not America first, because America first implies that there will be other people later. No, I want America only. And it's, by the way, it's totally fine when every other country does it. It's totally fine when every other country.
Isolationist. You're like,
Yes.
look, we've got problems at home. Bye.
I am. Yeah. Everyone keeps telling me isolation doesn't work. Isolationism doesn't work. I'd like to try it and find out.
Yeah, but listen, we got to make
socialism, we should get to try
peace with the Syrian
isolationism.
ISIS guy, because if we don't make peace with the Syrian ISIS guy, our number one ally in the region is going to be really mad at us. So
Fine by me.
Trump has to clear his schedule. He has to meet with him instead of American companies and the healthcare insurance company.
You're right.
We have to take care of our foreign policy. Our allies depending on us to have a better deal for them in the Golan Heights region.
Yeah, but
Come on,
Ozempic,
Jeremy.
he got a deal cut on Ozempic. Yeah, big fucking deal. I don't care about that. Like, Ozempic is like
the
a
donor
fad
class
drug.
does.
Yeah, the donor class does. Right. Like, I don't want more Americans on Ozempic. I want Americans, 42 million Americans who are on SNAP benefits, only able to buy healthy food so they don't need it. You know, like all this kind of stuff. Like, I just
stop giving the big guys the incentives, the breaks. That's how they got the deal. There's the deal where those companies providing Ozempic, which by the way is like rat poison, with venom poison, right? Which has horrible side effects that were reported by some individuals. Those individuals, why are they being propped up? If you're going to be doing all this stuff, give people a gym membership. Like,
right?
What are you going to? Why are you doing this?
Yeah,
or
give
just
people
don't
gym
do anything
memberships
at all.
Yeah.
I would rather not you do anything. Stop propping up the big guys, the big donors.
Give people
these
10,000
individuals that have bought government.
Yeah, give people a $10,000 or $50,000 tax credit if they have a kid. You have a kid next year, you don't pay taxes. Like, how about, or whatever.
Good to know. Let's do it.
I'm saying, like, oh, you want to solve the birth rate crisis? Get real about helping families.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
The child care is extremely expensive. How about you give families a crazy tax credit so that they could, the moms could afford to stay home with the baby, or like, all this stuff that we have the money to do if we stop sending money to foreign countries.
Right. And these things that are long-term investments, like it's not just like, oh, it's nice for women to stay home with their kids. Children benefit from it. The family structure benefits from it. Like there are all kinds of choices that we make when we spend federal money that actually impact citizens negatively. We talk about this with SNAP all the time. Like it matters what we are allowed to buy because that's a long-term investment in people's health.
Mm-hmm. The last couple here, Blaze says, oh, I said rape representation. Oh, sorry, my bad. I misread that. Bronson says, get pan cure for your cat's weight. Even death sentences that require radiation can be reversed. Hint, anti-parasitic drug, off-label use. Oh, okay. Do you work for Big Pan Cure? Bystander says, according to Trump's voice of merchant from White Run Tower, everything's for sale. Everything. If it had America first, I'd sell her in a second. Yeah, right. I'm really upset with him. Dave Dorr says, I don't know about you, but as someone who won't qualify for the 2K, I'm so excited, looking forward to see more rims in the hood. Well, that's exactly right. Can't wait to see people.
Yeah.
Oh, Doc, please stay on the linoleum. Please stay on the linoleum. Please stay on the linoleum. He's doing the bleh, 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 bleh. It's coming. It's coming. Huck's watching him. And oh, nothing yet. Okay, it's coming. Oh, there it is. Oh, you were eating plants. You shouldn't be doing that. That's why you puked. Huck, you leave that be.
I've always heard the cats eat like grass
where they can find your content.
Stressed out.
Tell people where you could find your content.
Yeah,
he said.
Oh, okay. You can find my content on Rumble and YouTube. I'm Hannah Claire B in both places. Like I said, I have a video up right now talking about a very bizarre surrogacy case in New York State. I hope that you'll watch it through and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. You can also follow me on X. That is very helpful to me as well. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, minus Melanie, but I miss her a lot and hope Astrocast will be in full effect next week. Otherwise, thanks you guys who already subscribed to my channel. It makes a huge difference for me. Luke, where can they find you?
YouTube.com/WeAreChange. I'm doing those stupid shorts again.
Me too. Twice a day.
I know.
They're soul crushing. It's the only way you can find anybody. I'm doing twice a day right now.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just maintain once a day, and it's already a lot with like all the other videos I'm doing. So youtube.com/wearechange negative 730. Let's see if maybe we could potentially maybe change that. That'd be great. If not, whatever.
Yeah. We're all just
like,
the ship is going down. Yeah. I mean, I made a video about it. I know like viewers don't give a shit, but like if you survive from YouTube revenue, you've seen the writing on the wall the last 6 months. Like
it's not good.
It's not good. And it's not going to get better. Like I did layoffs. Like I cut Luke's time. I had to cut Maggie. Like it's not good. And it's just, that's how I knew that the economy was not as good as Trump keeps telling me. Like, where's the fucking Luke? Where's our massive fucking things? Like, dude, most Novembers and Decembers, I make twice what I do any other month.
Yeah. Numbers skyrocket around this time. Views skyrocket, money, like ads, all of it, people wanting to advertise, all of it skyrocket. This time it's like, oh, it's a little bit lower than it was during the summer months, right? When everyone was out hanging out. So you get summer months during the peak time now. And it's like, what is it? Is this AI slop that's just destroying all of us now? What is this?
It's
like,
AI
or
slop.
Is this,
By the way, shout out to Teddy for the super chat on YouTube. I could go into I have a video coming out later about it. You may actually want to watch it, Luke, because it is AI slop. Like YouTube paid out more in shorts last month than they did in regular form videos.
Really?
Like, yeah. It's
shorts don't pay anything. They pay like
they do if you look at the top, they do if you have an algorithm that's literally uploading them. They're like cutting through. The people that are making money are just chopping up popular movies and then just like uploading scenes from movies and TV shows. But I looked into some channels. They're uploading like 10,000 videos a day because they're just like they use an AI algorithm and it just cuts it, centers it, puts subtitles on it, and they're just spamming them and they're all over shorts. I've seen entire movies on shorts. Like, wow, it's completely fucked. But yeah, that's the way it is. Like I've told other people behind the scenes. Like, I mean, I've had the talk with Luke. He knows. And like. Maggie's been with me for 10 years, and I'm like, I can't, like revenue's down like 50%. Like, what can I do? Like, I can't afford to have an assistant, like that's crazy. It was a luxury I had when things were good. That sucks. I hope that things change and I can bring her back. But like,
I know a lot of great people that are looking for jobs. And And I'm like, they're great people, and they're like, I can't pay the rent, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, how the hell am I going to do this? So it's tough out there, man. It's wild. So
it's if we're seeing it now, then everyone else is going to see it next summer. Yeah.
Well, imagine what's going to happen in the lull period of
January and February are going to be disasters.
Yeah, January and February is when the numbers go down dramatically.
Yeah.
Summer months, they go down a lot. Yeah. But like, man, it's not looking good.
Yeah.
Well, on that, depressing.
Yeah. On that note, we're going to send you over to Viva Fry. Don't bring him down.
No. Keep your negativity with us. Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow at 2 Eastern with all of tomorrow's news. And we'll talk to you guys then. So we'll see you guys.
Bye.
We're doomed.
Oh, I sent it to Russell. Sorry, Russell Brand.